Hi guys, we're back with Train Simulator 2016 and back on the Riviera line, and we're going to go for a scenario which has 3 yellow blocks in the difficulty. It's 50 minutes long, it's rescue diversion. So we're going to drive a 143 on a passenger service but diverting at Newton Abbot to rescue a broken down 143 causing disruptions. So let's get that started. And we'll see what this one's all about. So usual loading screens, takes a few seconds to load. Shouldn't be too long hopefully. Just loading, we'll probably see some advertising for some of the latest DLCs. There we go, British Rail Class 40. Okay, so we're in. So, the pretty southwest of the UK and the sea. Not too bad a day, broken cloud. So, okay, so it's 7 o'clock in the morning. So, good day driver, today you'll be running a passenger service to Exeter St David's. We have reports of a broken down 143 at Newton Abbot, so you'll need to couple it and take it to Exeter TMD. Pick passengers up from here, then proceed. Okay, so we'll open the doors. Let's have a little look. Looks like some people got off. Can't see many getting on at the moment, but doors are open, so here comes one lady. Is she getting on? Yep, she got on. That chap's going to get on as well, I think. Yep. So we've got a few people getting on. So we'll put our reverser into forwards and acknowledge that. So we have a separate brake lever compared to the throttle on this one. And we're in a 20-mile-an-hour limit going towards a 40. So it looks like we're off. So we've got a green signal, so we can go up to about 20 miles an hour, past that train coming into the station. So we've just left, we're heading for Torquay rather, slightly too fast there. Not a great start, but there we go. Right, so we're moving into this 40 now, so let's try and get a bit more speed up towards 40. So Torquay is 2 miles away. And it's Newton Abbot where we need to rescue this train that's broken down. So we'll just speed up. Lovely countryside, or lovely scenery at least, around the Torquay, the Riviera of Great Britain it's known as. It's a beautiful area. So we're coming up on 40 miles an hour now, so let's make sure we don't go too much over that. So 1.6 miles. So on the scrolling display at the bottom we should see Torquay Platform 2 come up fairly soon. If you watch my earlier videos you'll know there was one where I failed a couple of station stops, and it seems it might be because I was at the wrong platform, so I'm going to try and make sure I stop on Platform 2. But we will see when we get there. Quick look outside. The sea's just over there, you can't actually see it now. Well, the moon is out, it's a lovely morning. There's the sea. You can see the sea to the right, and you just heard the tone for a green signal, so we're okay to proceed through there. We're actually heading for being a bit early, arriving at Torquay, so things are going smoothly so far. Speeding again. think we must have hit a downhill slope there, because we suddenly picked up speed, and we're still picking up speed. So this is probably why this is a yellow scenario, because it's deceptively difficult to actually keep below the speed limits. So I'm going to start slowing for the station anyway, and then hopefully we won't have any more problems with ticking over the limit. As soon as you do go over the limit, you start losing points very quickly. You only have to be over the limit a few seconds and half the points you've earned have gone, so unfortunately we just experienced that. I'll try not to do it anymore. And we should be almost at Torquay now, so we'll apply the brakes. And it looks like the next platform after it, Torre, is a very short distance away. So let's see if we can see where platform 2 is. I assume this is platform 2. I haven't seen anything to suggest it's not. I'm making the assumption that platform 1 is the other side, and platform... oh, that's this 3 car stop, not platform 3, so I think this must be platform 2. It's a 4 car stop there. So I'm going to sort of stop around here somewhere, and hopefully we are on platform 2. I haven't seen anything to suggest we're not, so we'll open the doors, have a look outside. Oh, there are people getting off. Anybody want to get on my train? Come on. Doesn't look like it. Torquay doesn't look very busy at the moment. 7 in the morning, not many people commuting elsewhere for work by the look of it. Not many people going down to Exeter. There's somebody getting on now. So it'll be interesting to see if we've passed or failed this station stop, because they seem to be walking down from further up the platform, which makes me concerned that they were waiting at platform 2 and we didn't stop at platform 2, but we'll see. Maybe we're just down the end of platform 2 and they've had to walk down to us. So we'll be ready to go in a few seconds. Beautiful moon there, lovely morning. Few clouds, but generally broken clouds, so let's just check the task list. Now it says we've done it okay, so we can only assume that that stop was successful. And now the next stop, Torre or Tor, I'm not quite sure how that's pronounced, T-O-R-R-E, is only 0.8 miles away, so we're not going to get very much speed in this section. It's uphill as well. Got a 1 in 58 gradient at the moment, I think that says, or 56, around that anyway. So we need to watch out for when we're approaching Newton Abbot, because that is where this broken down train is sitting. So I'm going to close down the acceleration at that point. We're losing speed quite a lot because we're going uphill, so we can probably keep acceleration on for a little bit longer. Okay, let's sort of let it coast in from there. We need to slow down anyway, so if it's slowing down naturally with the slope, that won't be a problem. It's a lovely area of the country, South Devon. A number of seaside resorts, Torquay, Paignton, places like that. Okay, so we're coming into the station now. Again, we're supposed to be stopping at platform 2, and I don't see anything to say that this isn't platform 2. We're going to try and stop near where the passengers are rather than down the end of the platform, because then hopefully they'll all be able to get on without having to walk a long way down the station. So I think I'll stop somewhere near the end of the stairs here, then as they come down the stairs they can get straight on the train. Seems reasonable enough to me. So let's open the doors there. Number of people walking forward, getting on the train, a few people getting off. There seem to be quite a few people getting on. So that's fine, so we'll go back inside and shortly we'll be ready to go. Just check our task list. So we've got to go via Torbay and then Newton Abbot, and that's our broken down train. Okay, so let's head off. So go via up Torbay, so we're not stopping, we're just going through a particular area, which is 4.41 miles away, 40 mile an hour limit, so we should be able to get up to that. In fact, we're going into a 45, so let's see if we can get to 45. So again, the tone from the warning system indicating that the signal is green, and indeed it is. We can see that as we're coming past it now, so all is well. So we've gone past 35 miles an hour now, but this is uphill again, 1 in 73. So we're not accelerating as fast as we might because of the uphill gradient. We can't do much more than have the accelerator at 100%, so I don't think speeding is going to be a problem, because I don't think we're going to reach 45 before we get to the 60 mile an hour limit. But the gradient is flattening out now, so we might find that we start to pick up a bit more speed, so we need to keep an eye on the speed. Seem to be getting a bit faster now, so let's not go too fast. We're actually going into a downhill gradient now, I think, so we need to be ready to brake, because otherwise we will continue to gain speed even whilst idling. Okay, so we're coming through into this 60. You can see the speed's increasing even though I've got no throttle on. We're in the 60 now, so that's fine. So let's accelerate again. So we're on a downhill gradient now. As you can see, it's picking up speed a great deal quicker because we're now heading downhill. Newton's first law of gravity and all that. Some birds in the sky there. And some power. I thought they were birds. Maybe they were just the power lines. Looked like there was a flock of birds there, but I'm not sure. Anyway, we'll keep going on. Again, because we're going downhill, the speed is increasing a little bit too quickly and ticked over 61. We've scored 269 points so far, so I suppose at least we're in positive points, we can say that. So we're about 2 miles from this go via up Torbay. So each scenario tends to have its own challenges. This one seems to be keeping within the speed limit. It does for me anyway. Certainly need your wits about you on this one by the look of it. So we're now coming towards a 55, so I'm going to slow down a bit to get to that, and then there's a 40 shortly after that, and then the Up Torbay area that we're supposed to be heading for. So I'm going to keep us around the 55 mile an hour sort of area. Like it's now levelled out because we're starting to lose speed again, so a bit of acceleration, but we need to slow for that 40 anyway. So about when we reach that 55 mile an hour point, I will start applying the brake to slow down for the 40. Still on green signals. There's the time to confirm it. And so we'll start gently braking to get down to this 40 mile an hour limit. So we're coming up on Newton Abbot where we've got to move this broken down train, so I'm not sure quite how we do that yet. Hopefully it will tell us. Signal's green. No issues with signal at the moment. Yep, there's a tone to confirm. So we had this instruction, go via Up Torbay, which is what we're very shortly going to do. There's the 40 mile an hour limit. So this is Up Torbay now, and now Newton Abbot Platform 1. There doesn't seem to be any obvious issues at the moment. So I'm not sure where this broken down train is actually sitting, but we'll hopefully discover that. I'm just going to reduce our speed to make sure that we're not going to run into any issues with this broken down train. Interestingly, there's a reverse point marked on the map, so I suspect what will happen is we'll make our stop at Newton Abbot and then we'll have to move on to that reverse point and come back to rescue this broken down train. And that could be it to our left. There is a train sitting there. Not sure if that's it. We'll see. So Newton Abbot Platform 1, there are people waiting around here, so I'm going to start pulling up. This definitely is Platform 1, saw the platform sign, so pull up here. Okay, let them get on. See a few people getting on our train. Hello, good morning. Not very chatty, are they? So we'll look inside. We look extremely happy, don't we? Oh well. Good morning. There you go. Right. So we now need to stop at reverse point, so that doesn't surprise me. So let's head out there, 40 mile an hour limit, and we need to head up to this reverse point and stop there. And hopefully we'll get some instructions what we need to do from there. I assume that somebody's going to change a point for us to go back into that station and pick up this broken down train, but we'll see. Maybe we've got to change the points ourselves. If you saw the earlier video on washing and refueling. We changed some points manually in that, so can be done if that's what we have to do. So we're slowing now for this reverse point, which is around about here. So just make sure that we're comfortably into the reverse point. That should just about do us, I think. So we'll stop there. There we go, the little red bar has come up, moving across towards the clock. So that's what we wanted. And hopefully we'll get some instructions on what we're supposed to do now. Okay, you now need to reverse and couple up to the failed train waiting in platform 2 at Newton Abbot. First you'll need to change cabs by pressing Ctrl and minus. Then you'll need to request permission to enter the station from the dispatcher. You can do this by pressing Ctrl and tab. Okay, so the first thing they said is go to the other end of the train, so I'll do that. Now they said Ctrl and tab to get permission to pass this signal. So let's see if... Okay, request to pass signal at danger approved. So having said you never pass a signal on red, this is one occasion when you do. So, now when coupling to another train, you need to be doing it at no more than 10 miles an hour, and I would suggest considerably less than that. So we'll move into the station. One assumes they've changed the points for us, so I haven't said that we've got to do it. And we'll try and make sure that we're comfortably able to stick below the 10 miles an hour and probably get near a 5, to be honest, to couple up to this thing. So coupling should be automatic. You effectively bump into it at a very slow speed. That's the principle. So I have to remember we're going backwards on ourselves at the moment. We've come to a stop too early. Let's move forward. So you can see I'm taking it very slowly, and we're moving along towards coupling with this train. So let's just get to there, apply the brakes, down to about 2.5 miles an hour, so I don't think we could go much slower than that. Down below 2 miles an hour now, 1.4 in fact, so we'll just let that run in, and with a bit of luck, okay, that should be us coupled. Nice. Now pull this failed train up to Exeter TMD. You still need to make your usual stops at all stations on the way. Before you leave, you need to change cabs again. Control and plus cycle through the cabs until you're facing forward to Exeter. Okay, that looks to me like that's moving a little bit, so I'm going to stop that and then cycle these cabs to see if I can find the forward route. Now I assume that is it. Or is that it? Ah, that's an interesting point. I'm not sure which is the right direction for us to be going now. Well, I suspect it's this one because we came past a red signal coming in, and that would have been that signal which is on green in this direction. So let's try this and see if we're right. We'll soon know by this distance here. If that distance starts to increase, I'm going in the wrong direction. If it starts to go down, then I'm going in the right direction. That's going down, so we are going the right way. There's reverse point that we went to before, so that makes sense. We need to go past that again. So, let's accelerate up. We're in a 60 mile an hour limit at the moment, coming to a 40 and then very shortly after back to 60. So I don't think we need to worry too much, just not go over 40 is probably the best bet until we're back in that 60. It's assuming we'll get to 40, but I think we probably will. So it looks like it's going to be quite a bright day. Clouds are breaking up. Going to be a nice day in the southwest by the look of things. Quite a popular area of the holiday makers, so if there's many people around here on holiday, they'll appreciate a nice day, I'm sure. Okay, we're in the 60 now, and then we're coming towards the 90, and we're 4.5 miles out of Tamworth. A bit of a lake or river or something to looks like a river. Oh yes, big river, going out to the sea by the look of things. So a little over 4 miles to Tamworth, platform 2. We'll check our task list. We're okay so far. We've got ticks against everything so far. We've got Tamworth, Dawlish, Warren, Starcross, Exeter St Thomas, Exeter St David. So a few stops still to make. They said something about going to Exeter TMD, didn't they? So I'm not quite sure on that one, but we'll see when we get there. They'll tell us what we're supposed to be doing. They said we need to make all our stops along the way, so that's priority at the moment. We're currently just about bang on time to arrive at Tamworth. We're a few seconds early, like 3 seconds early, which is not really worth worrying about, so we might as well say we're on time, which is good. After we had to spend time going back into Newton Abbot and coupling up to the broken down train, it's good that we're on schedule. So we're in a 90-mile-an-hour limit, and there's an 80-mile-an-hour limit coming up, so we're going to need to slow a bit ready for that. I haven't seen any whistleboard requirements as yet. So there usually are a few on this line, so I would have thought we'd see them. So a tone indicating green signal again. So nice scenery to the right. Looks like we're following the course of this river, and we're coming up on the 80-mile-an-hour limit, but we haven't reached 80 miles an hour yet, so that won't be a problem to us. We're on flat sort of rail. I mean, we're not going uphill, but it doesn't look like we're going to actually reach 80 anyway, and then shortly afterwards there's a 60, so we're going to need to think about slowing in a minute. So let's take the acceleration off. And Tamworth is coming up fairly soon. So there's a warning there which is warning about the lower 60-mile-an-hour speed limit. You saw the warning board there, hopefully. So brakes on, number of boats to the right by the look of things. Pretty area. So that's fine, so we're coming through the 60. Big bridge to the right there, across the harbour by the look of it. And I'm going to start applying the brakes to lose speed prior to stopping at Tamworth. It's about 0.5, about half a mile away. And we're pretty much on time, so that's good. With a bit of luck, all will be well. We can only hope. Again, we had a tone a moment ago for a green signal, so that's good news. So we're coming down to about 30, so I'm going to take the brakes off coast into the station and then apply the brakes to stop at platform 2. Let's see if we can make sure it is platform 2. I doubt Tamworth is a particularly big station, so I'd imagine platform 1's the other side and platform 2's this side. It would certainly seem to be the case, so that says 2 there, so this certainly appears to be platform 2. So I'm just going to come to a stop anywhere around here. That lady looks like she wants to get on. There's a few more people down this end. Maybe we'll try and pull up near them. They've been patiently waiting for us. So let's try stopping about here. And we'll open the doors. And have a look outside. So, there we go. A few people getting off. Quite a few getting on by the look of things. Good morning, good morning. Get on my train. Thank you. That looks pretty much like it, but I've got a few more passengers on. So we'll be ready to release the brakes and continue on our way shortly. So 112 bonus, that's fine. So off we go. As usual, I don't push straight up to 100, I try and get moving a bit. It's good practice for when you're on wet or snowy scenarios. It stops wheel slippage, for which you will lose points. And sometimes if you go straight up to 100, you'll get drive quality errors that lose your points. So, Dawlish is next, 2.75 as near as damn it, so 2 3/4 miles. And we're currently going to be slightly late, but only by a matter of a few seconds. So hopefully we'll pick that time up. So you can see we're running along the coast now. You can see the sea to our right there. Lovely area this. If you've not been to South Devon, I strongly recommend it. Preferably in summer when the weather's nice. They do get some very good weather down here, that's why it's known as the British Riviera. Southern half of the UK always fares better than the north, it seems, for weather. Certainly recently that's been the case, and also had some terrible flooding. Oh, okay, acknowledging that, one assumes that's a warning. Yeah, here's a warning board warning us of the 60-mile-an-hour limit. Well, we haven't reached 60 anyway, so we won't worry too much about that. And we are heading for being about 35 seconds late, so I won't worry too much about a few seconds late. Minutes late is more of a problem, because it can be difficult to get the time back. But we're coming into that 60 now. Oh, and through a tunnel in the rocks. So I'll close down the acceleration because I don't want to be going too far above 60. I'll get speeding penalties if I do. Let's try and keep it around 60. There we go. So we're out of that tunnel. Very nice running alongside the sea like this. This is a particularly scenic line, I have to say. Oh, another tunnel coming by the look of it. Again, we had a tone for a green signal there. So there's a few tunnels here by the look of things. Different. So we're hopefully going to be slowing now because Dawlish is coming up very quickly, about half a mile away. So start applying the brakes, another tunnel to go through, and then I'd imagine we'll see the platform. There's the platform in front of us by the look of things. Or at least the beginning of it. Plus some of these pretty houses and flats they have in this area. Lots of parked cars along there. the residents. So this is the platform here. And we're supposed to be stopping at platform 2, so I'd imagine platform 2 this side, platform 1's the other side. So we'll come to a stop anywhere along here. Should do us. Okay, open the doors. People getting off. And some people are getting on at the back there. Morning everybody. Get on the train. Not your service, get on now. Looks like we're near enough there. Most people seem to be on. You can see the waves in the sea. I do love the way the waves actually move. I think that's pretty cool, to be honest. I haven't seen tide go in and out, but I think the waves moving like that is really nice, and the sun reflecting on the water is very good as well. Okay, so off we go. So we're only like, well, the first instruction is to go via Dawlish Warren up Main, so we're not stopping there, so not sure how far the next station is. But let's get some speed up. And try to not be too late by the time we get to the next station. So we're in a 75 and it's going to be reducing to 70 shortly. You see those waves moving in and out. Really cool effect, that one. It's very nice. Tide is obviously in. It's quite high tide. I think it always is. I don't think the tides actually change. See the sunshine on the water. Little things like that they've done a really good job with, and then you've got all the same passenger over and over again, and the passengers walk around in short sleeve t-shirts when it's snowing and whatever. So I think they could do some work on that side of things, but certainly this bit is really quite nice. So coming into that 70 miles an hour, then an 80, so I don't think we're going to have any problem with that because we're not even anywhere near 70 yet. So again, tone for a green signal, and there's the 70 board. I think this is where the ice cream store was there. I think that's the ice cream shop. Not sure, but I think it is. Another tone for a green signal. Now into an 80. We've still not reached 70 yet, so no problems there. We're coming to Dawlish Warren up Main, which is this go via instruction. And then there's a change to a 75 speed limit coming up, but I don't think we're going to reach that anyway. And green signal again. And there is Starcross coming up. So obviously we didn't stop at Dawlish Warren. We've gone straight past there, and we're heading for Starcross. That's our next stop. Starcross platform 2. And we are a little bit late, but we're a matter of about 16 seconds late, so we're not going to worry about that either. See the beach to the right now, so the tide obviously isn't quite as high here. Doesn't come in as far at this point. But as we move forward, you can see it comes right up to the wall by the look of things. There's a whistle board there, so we sound the horn. Take the accelerator off and start braking in preparation for the stop at Starcross. Little marina to our left there by the look of it. Lots of boats out on the sea out there. Pleasure craft or small fishing boats probably. A lot of fishing in this area, lots of nice fresh fish in the restaurants, if that's your thing. Cars on the road next to us on the left there. All those sorts of things are modelled really well, I have to say. The houses look really good. I can't comment if that's realistic to the area because it's a long time since I've been down that way, but they certainly look pretty good. See the cars going up the road there, a couple of vans. We're going into the high street of Darcross. Whistleboard, sound the horn. Okay, so Starcross platform 2 is this side, I believe, and platform 1 will be the other side. It certainly says platform 2 there, so let's try and stop somewhere near this bridge on the basis that if people come down the bridge they can get straight on the train. The 4-car stop sign is also coming up on the left, and we are 4 cars, engine and 3 passenger cars, so I count that as 4, so I'm going to stop about here. That's fair enough, so let's open the doors. Not much happening here, nobody getting off, nobody getting on. So a very quiet stop. We actually made it almost a minute late. But not too bad, I guess. So let's go back inside view. I'm just going to check my task list again. So Starcross, then Exeter, St Thomas and Exeter St David's, I think that is. So we'll take you notice it said timeliness penalty and then plus 57, so it isn't a penalty. It's actually a bonus, so to speak, but for some reason it says timeliness penalty. But it's green and a positive score, so that's increased our points a little bit further. We're up to, what's that, 650? Hopefully we'll be able to pick up some more at the next 2 stops. Hello. Train going the other way. Very full moon. Nice to see some blue sky, but unfortunately it's a bit cloudy. Looks like some birds up in the sky there, I think. That's what it looks like anyway. Another whistleboard, so I'm going to sound my horn again. If you watch the first look at the Riviera line video that I made, then you'll know there's a number of crossings on this line for which we tend to be having to sound our horn. Another tone for a green signal, and we're still 6 miles out of Exeter St Thomas, so we can keep accelerating for a while. We haven't reached 75 yet, which is the current limit, and then we're going into a 100-mile limit. I doubt we'll reach 100 miles an hour. I'm not even sure this train is capable of 100 miles an hour, so I don't think that's going to be an issue for us. Again, lots of boats to the right hand side on the sea there. Look like generally sort of pleasure craft or possibly very small fishing boats. Another whistleboard here. I did run one scenario where my debrief said improper use of the horn. I'm really not sure why. If there's a whistleboard, then as far as I can see, you should sound your horn to warn people not to be on the crossing because we're coming through at 70 miles an hour or whatever. But for some reason on one of them it said improper horn usage, and I'm really not sure about that, but there you go. We'll see. Hopefully we don't get that on this one. We didn't on the first look one, as far as I remember, and I sounded the horn when I saw whistleboards on that, so I assume I'm doing the right thing. There's another whistleboard there, so I'm going to keep sounding the horn and hope that's the right thing to do. See, we're coming up on the crossing. That's why we're sounding the horn. So it doesn't look like we're going to get anywhere near 100 miles an hour. We're about 4 3/4 miles out from Exeter St Thomas now. So Exeter has 2 stations, Exeter St Thomas and Exeter St David's. Seems to be implying that we're going to be there 4 minutes early. I'm not sure about that. Not a whistle board, so let's... If it's a mistake, I'm compounding the mistake. There you go. We do seem to be remarkably early, so I'm going to slow down because otherwise we'll be sitting at that station for absolutely ages. I'm very surprised that we appear to be 4 minutes early, but this is a very generous timetable. That doesn't seem quite right to me, but there we go. So it seems to say we're going to be there in about 4 minutes time, 7:48, and we're not supposed to be there till 7:52. We're now less than 4 miles away, so I'm not sure about that one. It appears we're early. So let's just coast in. Green signal again, tone for a green signal. We can be prepared on the brake in case we get something other than green, but it hasn't happened yet. We're now about 3 miles out of Exeter St Thomas. So yes, Exeter has 2 stations, Exeter St Thomas and Exeter St David's, which is our last stop on this route. So we've just got those 2 to do. And we are now about 2.5 miles out. So hopefully we'll be seeing platform fairly soon. Coming towards the 75-mile-an-hour limit, but we're not anywhere near 75, so we don't need to worry about that. And as I say, we do appear to be 4 minutes early. Which, I'm not quite sure how we're 4 minutes early, but we appear to be. So we will see when we get there. That's the best thing I can say. If you look over here, it suggests our timed arrival is 7:52, and over here we're going to be there at 7:48 according to that. Does the task list show time? Yeah, arrive 7:52, depart 7:53. And according to our ETA, we're going to arrive. I think there was a whistle board there. Acknowledge that. That's for the lower speed limit board there. And now you can see the station is on our scrolling display at the bottom. So I'm going to start gently applying the brakes. But I'm not sure how we're 4 minutes early. But there you go. Better be 4 minutes late. So let's not be too upset about it. We just might find that we're sitting at Exeter St Thomas for a while. Because we can't really leave there till 7:53, which is our scheduled time to leave. Shouldn't be leaving stations early. People turn up to get the train and find it's already gone. They would not be too happy. So we're running into the station now. So we're certainly not at 75. As we're coming to the 75-mile-an-hour limit, and you can see Exeter St Thomas and Exeter St David's are very close together. So apply the brakes a bit. Don't think that red signals for us. I think that's on a line coming in from the left. So we're losing speed. So we'll acknowledge that we've got a yellow signal in front of us. I don't think that's going to be a problem. We also have a warning board for 45 mile/hour limit. Also won't be an issue for us at the moment. Excuse that phone ringing in the background, I'll just ignore that for now. Should stop in a minute. So we're just coming into Exeter St Thomas. Whoever that is can leave a message, I'm sure. So we're applying the brakes. And we'll just roll down a bit down here where these people are waiting. I'm not sure they want to get on this train just to go a very short distance down the line, but we'll see. So I'll apply the brakes there, that will do us. So we'll open the doors. It looks like they possibly do want to get on. Such a short distance to the next station. I'm surprised we've got many getting on here, but there you go. Who got off? Which is not quite such a surprise. So we'll just wait for this to move across, but we are going to be sitting here for getting on towards 3 minutes. So apologies for that. Not much we can do about it, so whilst we're waiting, we'll have a little look outside. So there's Exeter, main city down this way. So it's quite a large city. So that's Exeter. Another truck coming to get on the train, which is why I said we shouldn't leave early. Because we've still got people turning up wanted to get on our train. Here comes another lady. So if we'd happily left shortly after we'd arrived, those people would not have a train to get on. So you have to wait until your scheduled time to leave. People are still coming up the stairs and getting on the train. And as I say, as we're going such a short distance to the final station, I'm surprised there's people getting on the train, but there you go. I suppose it's easier than walking, certainly. There's another lady getting on. Quite a few people getting on after we'd sat here for a couple of minutes. Clearly got a few people want to get to Exeter St David's. Here comes another guy. So yeah, quite a busy train actually. So I think we were due to leave here at 7:53, I said, and we're now coming up on 7:52, so we've got about another minute to go. There's another young lady. I'm just going to have a little spin round and see what's what. So we're going down that way. And there's a double yellow signal, but that's fine. That should indicate the next one will be a single yellow and the one after that will be red, but hopefully that's in the next station, or the end of the next station anyway, so it won't affect us. Still people coming getting on our train. Quite a busy service. And another one. My word. It'll be full soon as they carry on at this way. So we'll definitely stop to platform 2 because you can see the 2 board to our left. So we definitely are at platform 2. As far as I know, we've completed all our tasks successfully so far. No reason to believe we haven't. And the last instruction appears to be pick up passengers. So I'm not sure what they were saying about going to Exeter TMD, the train maintenance depot. Doesn't look like we actually have to do that, but we'll see when we get to Exeter St David's, which is going to be pretty soon because it's, as I say, a very short run. So it's gone 7:53, but we still can't go yet. So still 1 or 2 people arriving and getting on our train, but we'll get all ready now. Here we go, that's us. We go. So we got a timeliness bonus for 112. You don't get extra points for being early. You just don't lose any for being late. So double yellow signal. And we're coming up on a 45 and then a 20. So probably not much point going above 45. I think we can't be scheduled to be early again. No, maybe not actually. Maybe a little bit behind schedule, but we can't be far behind schedule because we've only just left that station on time, so sure we'll be fine. So I'm going to let it coast from there. And here comes a yellow signal you can see in front of us, so we're going to get a warning. There we go. So we'll acknowledge that. And I would imagine the reason we have lower speed limits is because we've got to change track to the left. So we continue slowing down. We need to get down to 20, which is probably where we change track. So that's fine. So we're almost at the end of the scenario. And we'll see what our debrief says. We had a couple of minor speeding infractions earlier. Just where we're going downhill and such like, and speed increased a little bit faster than I thought it was going to. So here we go. Exeter St David's platform 6. Which I assume to be this one. I haven't seen the platform number as yet. One can only assume it must be platform 6. There doesn't seem to be anywhere else we can go. So I guess this is platform 6. So I'm going to run down just to where these people are. I'm not sure if they're getting on for a journey somewhere else or what's going on. But we'll stop around about here. And then if they do want to get on the train, they can do. That's our duty complete, so we've done our bit. So we'll open the doors, let people on, off, whatever they want to do, and if this train is going any further it won't be us. So another crew will come along and take it further if that's the case. Still got people getting on, so one assumes they're obviously expecting to go somewhere. But I'm pretty sure this is complete. Unless we've got to go into this extra train maintenance depot, but passengers wouldn't be getting on to go to a train maintenance depot, so I'm not sure about that one. I'm not sure whether it's going to make us go. Oh no, there you go, look, the scenario's complete. So well done driver, you managed to unblock Newton Abbott from the broken down 143 and complete your local passenger service, thank you. So let's get our debriefs. Oh, so close to a gold star. So we got a silver. 874 experience points, can't argue with that. And that scenario then is complete. So I'll see you next time when we perhaps will have a look at a bit more on the Riviera line. Okay, take care, bye now.